Yo, what's up, aliens? AHEE here. Super stoked to tell y'all that Excision played my track out at Lost Lands last year. Check this out. Isn't that awesome? It's called Crystal Beam. And I'm going to show y'all the track breakdown of this for y'all today. It actually just came out on Subsidia, his label, and I'll provide a link below where y'all can listen to that whole EP. It's called Energy Time Warp. So yeah, here on the drop. Big sound. And that tape stop right there. So what's going on? I'm basically layering a ton. So here, a lot of bass layers. I got a dedicated sub layer. It's basically playing those low sub notes. We can see right there. And then we'll go through some of the layers. This one's a vital layer. What's this one? Some chord thing. And then some wiggly. So when we combine them together, see, it's nice and full. It really fills out that spectrum there, you know? And then especially when we add in the sub on top of that, we got the full spectrum. And so that's what the point of layering is. It's not just to like have a bunch of the same sounds. It's to like have different tonalities combined together to create one sound. And then you can see here on the group, doing a lot of EQ, distortion, and then soothing, and trying to like notch out some bad frequencies there. And then, so yeah, this is like almost like this melodic drop section, and then the second drop is built up into a more heavy atonal drop. I guess it's still a little melodic there, but it's a little heavier. Add in more bass layers. Those kind of sound. There we go, that's the real rhythmy sound right there. Let's unfreeze that. Let's see. If we take off, that's basically compression. And what's this Serum patch look like? Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm using a kalimba as a wavetable in this. But you can see here, at one point in the frequency, yeah, see, look, it sort of looks like a sine wave, so it's a pretty clean sample, and it's an organic sample. So yeah, it goes from a little messy there to a more sine wave, so it's got that fundamental in it, and then we're using this really high pitch thing to FM from B using a comb filter. So I changed the tonality there, and then a reverb filter again to change. Oh my god, that does a lot. Oh, it's because I'm using the LFO1 to really up the resonance and just move the cutoff ever so slightly. That's really where that sound's coming from. Wow. And then again, compression and distortion. And more distortion and compression. Just to get all that flavor out of it. And then a lot of the sounds that I'm using, like this one, that's all it is. I've made so many tutorials on this where it's basically you distort a low oscillator with a high oscillator, and all you do is distort them together and compress them, and it creates these like artifacts in that distortion process. So I'm actually playing the guitar also in the build, these little bits. Oh, that's actually this bit right here. That's me playing my little purple Fender Stratocaster over there. And then like I double it up and speed it up and pitch it up to get that. It's a nice little counter melody. But lots of processing going into this. Let's see here. If I unfreeze this, will it blow up? It hasn't so far, so that's good. But yeah, I really like this archetype Nolly plugin. It's just, this one I guess is a cleaner sound, but it just adds in that real tone. And then I like using Spectre to bring out some of the top end. I guess this sort of the RC20 retro color. Yeah, I'm using a little bit of vinyl noise and tube distortion on there as well, and then soothe to smooth it out. But here's the guitar on the main lead, so I'm gonna undo that, refreeze that. I really like this. Again, that's using the archetype Nolly. I really like how it came across there. And then I'm using a bunch of things that of my magic racks, the reverb on there, the fat rack. Usually I'd use this on basses, usually I'd use this on drums, but it all sort of works out. I like experimenting and using things for different purposes. Super cool. And then again, see with the top drums, adding in new layers after each section just to keep the momentum going, adding in some reverse crashes, also clearing out the space. What's this? Oh, that's nothing. But oh yeah, we're clearing out the space for this little bass growl. But basically again here, we can see I'm using the band filter and automating the mix on the band 24, and I think that sort of makes it more like, which one is it? This band reject sort of makes it similar to like the shape of the band reject, where it's got these two notches and one positive. There again, negative notch there. But this is almost like the other filter in there, the multi high peak one, but I'm using that over here in the EQ section, just creating it there. A lot of unison. Usually I wouldn't do that, but for this sound it works. Let's get rid of this. Oh, that sort of like makes it cleaner. Again, distortion. And then a little bit of delay to give it a little, get a little space there. It almost acts like a reverb, that delay. Just like super short little thing there. And then it's got the dedicated sub going directly out of there, and a little some white noise to fill in that spectrum. It's a nice growl. But I guess I'll be including that on a new sample pack coming up, or preset pack. And then also it's got the guitars in here. But these are so high pitched up. What are they even doing? Oh, I think in the actual clip, I'm pitching the guitar like super high and then going down, and then on top of this, it's got the auto chopper. I think it's creating that pattern. That wah 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 right there. And then what's some little haze in the background? Yeah. Little echo what? And the echoes on those, you know, sort of help keep the beat alive. And then it goes into this like trancey breakdown, which I think is pretty cool, and some grand piano in there. Yeah, I really like using Spire for sort of the trancey sounds. I think it's got a good characteristic there. And then again up here, what am I doing for these sounds? So I guess these are some contact strings. Yeah, and then doing a little arp here. More contact strings. I don't want to unfreeze those because I recently redid my contact things, so who knows if I'd ever get those back. But yeah, then here at the third drop, pretty much same as the first one. A little bit different guitar. Chopping up the guitar samples to see how they react to the distortion. And then fourth step. Basically the same as third. But yeah, I actually based this song off of a Excision track, this Excision Alinium Gold Stupid Love. You can still see it here. I was using it as the reference track and sort of rearranging it to fit with the arrangement that I wanted to do for this song. So you can see like where there's a verse, there's a verse, there's a build, a drop, a build, breakdown, whatnot. I found this really helpful to expediting the arrangement of the track, and I based all the drums basically off of these cymbals. I'm not going to play this song because I'll get copyright flagged, but I'll show you all a little bit of the drums here. Just super simple. I like those little fills at the end, some little drum fills. But basically there's a fatty kind of snare that's mixed in with a more reverb sound, and also these crashes go along with the snares as well. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the reverby snare, and then this is the fatty snare. And it's got that low punch in that. And then is this, I don't even think, yeah, there's not even really any group processing on this. It just worked out well. And also I think I boost them into this fab filter. Yeah, you can see here it gets boosted quite a bit in there. Just I'm using the volume into the limiter as opposed to pulling down on the limiter to get volume. But I'm pushing into the limiter. And that's something I do a bit different. That's not necessarily taught. It's not taught to do that way in schools or anything like that. But I've found that I get some good results that way, and I'm able to keep everything nice and loud while I'm creating the track. That's why I put all the limiters and whatnot on all these groups. I go over in my Skrillex bus mastering videos. Y'all have probably seen those. Those are my most popular videos. If you haven't, go check those out. So first of all, I like to set an environment space for this. So I guess there's a little UFO here at the beginning, and then it comes into, what's this sound? Just some like noisy, windy stuff. What's funny about this track is that I actually never intended to send it to anybody. I think this was on a list of tunes I had sent them like really early on, and Excision really liked it, I guess, and picked it up. But I did not originally pitch this song on the EP. They sort of like suggested it afterward, and I was like, wait, what? Really? This one? I wasn't even really done with it. I was trying to like find all these vocal parts for it, but I just couldn't find that. And then we just sort of ended up deciding that it was good without it. There's all these tape stops going on. I really like a lot of cinematic stuff. You can hear those bits there. Let's see, where are those tape stops? Okay, they're happening here. So this is one of my Magic Ableton racks, and you can see yeah, that they're just being activated at the end of each section, and then it's using a delay to create that tape stop like effect. And then I guess here I'm changing it a little bit there. Also, I think this is going on during the drop, but with the bass group. Is it? Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah, we can see it here on this group. We can see the Magic tape stops happening right there. Yeah, and then yeah, outro of the track. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to give me a like and subscribe for more AHEE tutorials and content. And if you like the song and are interested in checking out the whole EP, I'll provide that link below where you can find the Energy Time Warp EP. Hope to see y'all at the show. All right, peace aliens.